Okay, so welcome back, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Jessica. It's Thursday, which means it's time for another Thursday Trish Talks. Today I've got a slightly different video, so I've decided that I'm going to go through a TikTok video of mine that did really well, where I was basically making a joke, or I was talking in a positive way about my hair pulling, like where I've seen my hair started to regrow. And I'm going to go through the comments and we're going to dissect them together. So the video that I'm going to start out with today has people arguing in the comments, which makes me laugh because this argument was going on across a few months. Like, they kept coming back and going back and forth with each other. So we're going to break down the comment section of that video now. Here's the video. I'm just getting the screenshots up on my iPad. So this video is a positive video. It's basically me saying don't forget that it can get better, and it's my hair, the couple of inches of growth that I have on the first patch that was sort of noticeably really quite balding. And this video has had 31,000 views, which is a lot of views. It's had 1,850 likes, 86 comments, 158 saves, which that's a lot of saves, and 70 shares. So I'm going to go through some of the comments and I will show you them on screen. So there are a lot of comments that are really positive. This is such amazing growth, you're doing so well, this is so inspiring, you're doing amazing, look at that growth, this is amazing growth, wow, you have lovely hair, so proud of you, keep going, you're doing amazing, so happy for you, I love how authentic you are, you're doing amazing girl, insane progress, keep going. And then there's a spam comment, which I'm not even going to give any time to, like I'm not going to insert a screenshot. It's basically just somebody trying to sell a book that supposedly helps you to stop pulling. So then there's also people sharing their successes. So someone said, well done, I'm so proud of you, I haven't pulled mine for 4 days and I've been doing it for about 15 years, so I'm feeling really proud of myself, which that is amazing. To go 4 days without is a mean feat, I will say. And then, so someone said, all the doctors say sometimes it doesn't go away and I'm scared that it doesn't get better, which I don't know how I feel about that, because that doctor was just fobbing that person off by saying it doesn't get better, like basically just saying deal with it, get on with it. But that's not true. There are so many things that you can do to help yourself. There are things that the doctor can do to help you, like referring you to speak to someone. I think if the doctor is telling you that it doesn't go away, see a different doctor. If you can see a different doctor, ask to be moved somewhere else, ask if you can speak to someone else, because that does not sound like a helpful response. There's a couple of comments in different languages, so I don't actually know what they say. There's no translate option, so I may look at those later and then insert an answer to those questions here somewhere. Again, people sort of aligning with the content, so saying keep going, you're doing great, we can do this. Someone said mine's in the same spot too, which I think that is quite commonly like here at the back of your head. Why that is, I'm not entirely sure. Definitely where if I feel tension, I feel it at the back of my head and sometimes in the sides. And then someone else saying exactly looks like mine, me and my alopecia spot, yes. Someone said thank you so much. There's some where people are tagging each other in it with just like a reaction. Someone's asked what products do you use to grow your hair, which I feel like the product side of things is less specific than the how, as in yes, there are different hair oils and different hair oils are better than others, but I definitely would say that it's the scalp massaging that matters the most, like helping to stimulate that growth. But also for me, when I massage my scalp, it soothes my urge to pull my hair, which is one of the things that's really helped me with like not pulling my hair as much, is massaging my scalp when I feel that like tension and need to pull up my hair. Putting slight bit of pressure and massaging seems to really help. I would do a more in-depth video on that question at some point. So then on to the comment which had people arguing back and forth. So this person says you'll need to make a to-do list every week, including studies, work, personal life, health. You'll be less stressed over time and also fix your iron. And somebody put, iron has absolutely nothing to do with trig. And then they put, come on, that's basic knowledge that low iron can worsen anxiety and stress. It's a compulsive thing. Do you have trig? Yes, and it came from too much stress and anxiety when I was in a rough moment in my life. So then they've replied, yes, and it came from too much stress and anxiety when I was in a rough moment in my life. It got better little by little after healing all the sources of stress, anxiety, including anemia. I spent nights having insomnia and pulled all my hair out at night. No hate, but I find it disrespectful the way you want to change a common source of trick. Never said I wanted to change anything. Lol, at least you're funny. I've been dealing with this my whole life and I'm still learning new things. Everyone is different and I shouldn't have been rude. So that's honestly my bad. I apologise. So they sorted it out in the end. However, I feel like that comment, that whole interaction got heated far too quickly. But what I will say is, it's not the most helpful comment in the first place. You need to make a to-do list every week, including studies, work, personal life, health. You'll be less stressed over time and also fix your iron. I get it. They're basically like offering their take on what will help you stop pulling out your hair. But to say, oh, make a to-do list, you'll be less stressed and fix your iron, it's not as simple as that. For me, what caused me to pull out my hair was not a situation that I could just sort out. I couldn't just to-do list my way out of that situation. Yes, the stress got less over time, but the situation that caused it still impacts me now. And I'm not in that situation anymore. So it's like, it's hard because everybody's different and everyone will find that certain things trigger them and certain things don't. The fix your iron thing, again, I understand that. Like, if you have low iron, that can contribute to feeling anxious and depressed. Whether it's got any relevance to hair pulling, I don't know, but then I guess it's a whole circle, isn't it? Like, if you feel anxious, then you're likely to do it, and then if your iron's low, you're probably going to get anxious again, and it can be a vicious cycle. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like the comments got heated really quickly for no reason. They both were just kind of like, I'm right, no, I'm right. Okay, maybe you're right, but I'm also right. Which I think that is the premise of that question is, can making a to-do list help? Yes, because you're going to plan, hopefully you'll be able to see what you need to do and you'll be less stressed about what you need to do. But that's not relevant for every situation, is how I would phrase that. So that was my third installment on YouTube of my Thursday Trish Talks video series, and I'll probably do a couple more of those because I've got a few videos that I've done really quite well that are related to hair pulling and have had quite a lot of comments, so we'll dissect the comments on another video in another Thursday Trish Talks. But for now, if you like this video, please drop it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.